Welcome to a brand new episode of Critical Misses. Boy, we last time we did our famous 2025, and we are here to do an infamous. I'm your host Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Hi.
Yeah, you can hear the excitement in our voice for clearly the
Uh-huh.
most reviled movie of this year. Um, I usually we don't start these episodes with the rankings. I don't have them up in front of me, but they're in the low single digits out of 100.
Uh-huh.
So uh, this one is pretty bad. It's 2025's War of the Worlds, starring one Ice Cube. Um, like it's the very definition of infamous. It is this year's
Yep.
Morbius. It's
Uh-huh.
a movie that sounds shockingly bad and has come with a whole host of uh, pleads to not watch this movie, which we're gonna ignore.
Yes.
We're gonna watch whatever the heck this thing is.
Now, uh, this is the bit where we talk about what we know. Am I right in thinking this is an Amazon production?
From what I understand, it wasn't originally, but whoever Amazon purchased the rights from, I believe, then said like, okay, now it's an Amazon production, and you know what that means. And I think everyone was like, no, I don't, and they're like, it's got Amazon stuff in it, baby. So
Uh-huh.
get ready for what I've heard is fairly bad Amazon product placement from literally the last company in the world that needs to put any product placement in
Uh-huh.
anything.
Also, do me a favor, just read the tagline on that poster
Oh
that
my
you've
god,
got
it's
on the
so
video
good.
version.
Your data is deadly. What does
I
that
didn't
have to
even
do
know about
with
that until I saw this poster.
Martian invasions, bro? What are, what are we doing? Also, do you know when this was filmed, Moon?
2020, probably,
Uh-huh. It was 2020 at the height of the pandemic.
of the pandemic. Yeah.
Was not filmed together because it was the pandemic. So we've got
Yep.
we've got that to look forward to.
So,
What's
before we get too far into this,
mm-hmm.
no, let's not. Let's save that conversation for the next season. Um, if you're a patron, go check out the production meeting
That's
for
right.
after this.
E1M1.cash.
Uh, yes, ones and numbers for what the next season is.
It's a
If you
really
want
good episode. Like
really,
I know we kind of pump up Critical Misses production meeting. It's a really good one.
yeah, it's good and stupid at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's unreal. Um, the thing I've seen associated with this movie is a lot of Ice Cube sitting in like an apartment in front of a computer.
Yes.
That's what made me think it was probably a pandemic filming because there's a lot of him basically looks like recorded on a webcam.
Or like
Uh,
sitting in a room staring at a monitor, unbelieving the data he is
uh-huh.
looking at. It's a lot of like gifs of him just huh, what, huh, that sort of thing. Um, what
Fun.
what is the last movie you have seen with Ice Cube in it? Can you remember any movies with Ice Cube in it?
I haven't seen his famous ones.
We have watched two of them for this show.
We've watched two Ice Cube movies for
Uh
the
huh.
show.
He was in like a prominent role in both of those movies.
Hold on, let me think.
I can give you
Could
another hint.
oh the Johnny Depp TV show that was made into a movie,
Yes.
21 Jump Street.
Yep. Those two movies. He was the police captain.
Yes. Who has arguably one of the funniest scenes with Channing Tatum reacting to the photo.
Yep, real good.
Yep.
Um,
I haven't seen anything else of his, so I haven't seen like I know he's in. I think is it Friday is his big
yeah,
films.
I think there's a couple
Um,
Friday movies at this point. I think he was in all of those, I believe. Some of the Triple X movies he was in as well, which I haven't seen.
oh,
That has the
he was in
hallmarks of
Triple
a.
X. Yeah, he was in Triple X 2, colon, State of the Union.
Yeah, he sure was. Is there a third one of that? Oh yeah,
There is, but Vin Diesel's back for the third one, baby.
2017's Triple X Return of Xander Cage, which Ice Cube is also in, which is
Yeah, okay.
really great. Um,
I know we have a season for 90 seasons. If we don't have Triple X 1 and 2 on there, then we're doing something wrong. I'm
I
just
feel like
saying.
if there's ever a season for this show, it is the three Triple X movies.
I haven't
God,
even seen the third one, bro.
I don't think I've seen
Arguably,
any of
I
them.
like I like the first movie. I
Hmm.
genuinely think is a very good send up of the spy movie.
Oh, okay.
Um, Arguably one of the greatest lines in cinema history when Vin Diesel says the things I'm going to do for my country while walking into a room with a semi-naked hot lady in it.
Okay, that sounds on brand for that era of big movies.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Oh man, it's
Can you
kind
tell
of
we don't want to talk about War of the Worlds?
it's kind of funny because like I don't know anything about this movie other than it appears to be brought to you by Amazon AWS, and everybody hated it.
Which is
And
what makes the tagline so much funny.
right,
So much funnier.
and the only
Because
thing
you
I
have our
heard
data, bro.
was like, "This movie is so bad, I beg of you, please don't go see it." And it was just like, okay, but what's so bad about it? And people are like, I can't even talk about it. Like I can't. There's nothing that I can tell you. Just please, God, I don't want to talk about it. Just don't go watch it, please. I'm begging you. So, we're in for a real ride here on this one. I fear. Um,
Yeah.
but before we open Pandora's box here with this movie, is there anything else you want to touch
That's
on
a
before
different
we?
movie, bro.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
that's true. Before we open up Amazon register trademarks Pandora's box TM, what would you like to,
Yes.
to have your parting words before we go watch this film? Question mark.
I don't know, bro.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. This is the Chris Evans I don't like it like meme all
Yeah,
over again, or it's just like the a lot of the time, even for this show, when we are watching bad movies, it is enjoyable because we are legitimately probably going to have fun watching it, and also
yeah.
we go in with a low bar, so therefore that's fine. I don't think the bar could be lower for this.
And
Like,
also, I'm worried that this is the movie that's so bad I can't mine any enjoyment from it. There are movies that are so bad
mhm.
where it's like I just wasted 90 minutes of my life on something that just there's no redeeming quality of it. And I don't want to be pessimistic on my way into this movie, but it's really hard to find any shred of optimism going into a movie that is so universally reviled.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's go watch the film.
Yep.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Boston and Moon from the future, from
Yes.
after what you're gonna watch and listen here in a minute, with a plea from our future selves. Don't watch
Mhm.
this movie. uh,
Yes.
we discover some stuff at the end of the recording here that if we would have known this before we would have watched this movie, we would have vetoed this movie
Yup.
for a lot of reasons, but for one kind of real world specific thing. So, if you're thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch it along with them. Just don't.
Don't
Just don't.
stop. Listen to the episodes. Don't.
Yeah, just
don't.
listen to the episode. Listen to the rest of the show, and do that. But don't. Please don't watch this movie. And if you already did, my condolences, and hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the episode in the rest of its entirety. So, thank you for listening and watching. Don't watch the film. Past us will be here in a minute. Bye.
Yes.
All right. Jesus Christ, Moon, we're back.
Uh-huh.
Holy.
Hey, Boston, I got some good news, bad news scenario for you here.
Okay, hit me with it.
The good news is we watched the film.
We got through it. Like, by God, we did the thing.
The bad news is, no matter how low your opinion is of this movie, quote-unquote movie, it's about to get so much worse.
Okay, why is that?
I'll explain when we get there.
Okay.
Well, when we're talking about it.
Okay. God, where to start with this movie?
Okay, as a programmer,
yeah,
how did you find this movie?
I have a list of some of my favorite quotes here from this movie.
Okay.
I will just leave the quote of "they're in hyper download" here to share my feelings about how this movie is. It's like I've seen better hacking on NCIS. Like this is just like it's.
I've seen better hacking on student films, bro.
That's right. Like it's so bad. You like can't even get mad at the inaccuracies of it because all of it is incredibly off the mark. Like it's just so. The idea that the aliens could drain a server is so like laughably incorrect on like a fundamental level. Like all of it is just so wrong.
But they feed on data.
That's right.
They feed.
Your data is deadly,
on
Moon.
Data. So, like, okay. So, we're going to repeat this in the next episode, but what do you know about War of the Worlds, Boston?
All I really know from War of the Worlds is Martians are attacking, and it's kind of like from what I understand of, have very little I understand of the book from 18 whatever, and the Orson Welles radio play, is it's kind of a in the moment telling of an alien invasion, which I think if you're going to call this movie War of the Worlds, you might have at least nailed the basic idea? Question mark?
Yeah, they didn't really get that right. We'll get into that. What your knowledge is of War of the Worlds more.
Yeah.
Next season.
Yeah.
If everything goes ahead, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right.
I'm sure there'll be a production meeting after this. There is something absolutely despicable about one of the biggest corporations on the planet putting out the government is stealing your data movie.
The company that is like one of the biggest, most
data
nakedly data thief company. Like, so I do want to give the movie credit in some aspects. I think the premise of, and I didn't know this term, we have watched a couple of movies like this, a screen life film, which is basically one of these movies where it takes place on one screen.
Okay, so yeah, I put it as desktop POV, but okay.
Yeah, apparently it's technically called screen life, all one word, which is a term I haven't. We've seen some of that with like VHS has sort of dabbled in some of that in kind of a different way. I think that stuff is done really well. I think it stays on the one screen for the vast majority of the film, and I like a lot of the effects that they put on a lot of the people that he's calling, or the videos he's watching, or the kind of like on the ground live
The
footage.
latency delays
And
kind of
like
stuff.
the smearing effect you get in some videos, like
Yes.
that stuff I thought was done really well. Like it felt like, and this is the stuff that a
Mm-hmm.
lot of movies struggle with, and we've seen it actually in VHS for being like, that's not really what like VHS tapes degrading would look like, but I get where you're going. That felt really good in this movie, and I do want to give. I think that's like one of my two props I want to get to the give to the movie before we like start beating it up
Yeah,
here.
when it uses them, I think it's done very well.
Right.
Like the son walking away from the screen from the camera
Yep.
when he just smears all over the lens
Oh,
because
it
not
looks
because
so
he's dead,
good.
but because the artifacting. It's really, really good.
Yep.
That is also one of the reasons why the VFX in this movie look horrifically cheap,
Yeah.
is because they were all supposed to be having that effect put over them. They were all
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be smeared and everything else. So
Yeah.
the SFX were delivered at spec and then
Mm.
released over spec,
Right.
essentially.
And like, I think a lot of times that stuff combined with what I think is a fairly cool design for the tripods. I think
Hmm.
when the
Did
two,
you know that name going in,
I
by the
had
way,
no
that they were
idea.
called tripods?
No, I had no
That
idea.
is the that is the official designation of the aliens in War of the Worlds,
Oh,
is
okay.
they are the tripods.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Um, but I feel like when the two of those married up, I thought that effect was really great. You're getting like one leg and like a laser getting shot out of the sky, or you're getting like 10 of them walking off in the distance, and they're taller than skyscrapers. Like I think when that stuff combined with the digital effects and the graininess of the kind of, it's not found footage, but
Hmm.
it's the like people with their phones footage. I
Data
think,
interrupted footage.
yeah, I think that stuff worked really well from like especially from a tension perspective of like everything is going wrong across the world, and we're only
Hmm.
capturing 1% of it because everybody's running for their lives. Like I thought that stuff, when it falls down, when those things get out of sync, that's where it looks
Yeah,
incredibly
I
cheesy.
think that when they don't have the grainy effect on footage of the tripods, I think it is horrifically obviously bad CGI.
Yeah, and like a cool design, but like you said, the CGI doesn't really completely get all the way there, which I think
Hmm.
is kind of a big bummer. Um, I, I want to talk about the elephant in the room here.
The performances.
One performance in particular, and that's Ice Cube. I think everybody phones in a performance in this film. I think,
Phones in is about right.
yeah, I think this is probably one of the most workmanlike films that I think I've seen.
In all honesty, the best performance I think comes from Ava Longoria as the NASA lady.
Which is wild because you have Clark Gregg in this movie who typically nails every performance he's in, and he always plays like a politician or like a military head or something. So he's doing the same thing here, but he's the bad guy. Oh no, wow, okay. Um,
Hmm.
Putting Ice Cube in the lead role in this movie turned out to be even worse than I could have imagined. And he's been in some bad movies, and he's been the lead in some bad movies, but 90% of this movie hinges on his performance alone, and he fails
Uh-huh.
in literally every aspect of it. Because when he's like celebrating, or when he's masterfully hacking, which I'm not even gonna touch, um, all he's doing is like repeating catchphrases, and when he's sad.
There is a moment where, towards the end of the movie when he's about to get grabbed, when he says, "Move, B word, get out the way."
At
And I
that
was like,
point, I was
really?
like, this movie is you can't just be spitting one-liners from like other people's songs, bro. Like, get Ludacris in here instead. Come on, man. But where this film could have succeeded from a acting perspective would have been if if a better actor in his role, the role of Will Radford, you, I think, would have gotten the emotional core that this movie needed, which is a man separated from his wife, a man separated from his children by an alien attack, him
Who is overprotective dad? Like,
Yeah.
let's get this out of the way. The bro is using government resources to spy on his children. Like, there is
it's
no
bad,
ifs
man.
and or buts about that.
Like, and what's interesting is I think the vast majority of sane adults would be like, maybe that's a little bit too much to be like using the US's spy network to spy on your children. That's pretty bad in a lot of regards.
The fact that he has tabs and profiles specifically for the children as well makes me particularly icky.
It's real bad. But like,
so
the
I do think you're right. I think his performance is probably the weakest in the movie.
Yeah.
We're not even going to talk about. I don't want to talk about the baby daddy Amazon delivery driver.
We'll get to him
that's
later.
Just not. I think the thing you need for this kind of movie is you need an actor who can say a paragraph with a facial expression.
100%.
And Ice Cube is not that actor. He's just not.
Him staring at the screen is a meme because he spends more than half of the movie doing that, saying some version of some swear word at the screen because an alien just blew up the pyramids at Giza. And he's just like, damn. Like, that's literally
You want
it.
to know my favorite bad acting part? When it shows the login screen, he keeps his glasses on for the facial recognition part, and he takes his glasses off for the audio part, and then he puts his glasses back on.
Will Radford put him back on. It's just like, that's not. It doesn't. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But
it's like, what the hell, bro?
I agree with you because I think if you had someone there that was able to do that action, because so much of this movie is one actor staring at the camera and emoting by himself in probably a room with a green screen. Actually, that was
get the guy who played Ron Swanson in here. He can literally do so much with a facial expression.
There are get any stage actor in here, like
the guy who's Walton Goggins. Yeah,
oh my god, Walton Goggins, yeah. But like, look, I understand and I recognize this film was made during the height of the COVID lockdowns, which I recognize all of these people were just either in a room with a green screen, or I'm fairly sure Ice Cube was in a room on a stage because he's interacting with a lot of stuff in the background. But I think this film is laughably bad and easily one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my short time on this planet, which is now 90 minutes less thanks to this godforsaken mess of a film. But if you had somebody good in that role, and the role itself is fine, the script is fine, I think you could have elevated this movie to a guilty pleasure watch of like, man, I can't believe Walton Goggins was in this thing and he kills it. All the rest of it was garbage. And like, hey,
this could have been Underworld. Like, this could have been like War of the Worlds, but Underworld. Like,
exactly.
Underworld is not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination.
Absolutely not.
But those performances elevate that thing so much higher than it should be.
Yep. And like and you're right. Eva Longoria puts in a pretty solid performance here, as much as she could have. Like, I'm gonna get closer to it. Ah, the data. Oh no, data bugs. Ah.
Uh-huh.
Like it's a lot of like.
And she actually looks upset when Will seems to be dead at the end. Spoiler alert.
Right, and like she, I think she puts the most heart out of
Not
anybody.
about 40 minutes worth of work for her.
That's right, but I think she puts the most heart into this film out of anybody else. And like the guy who plays the president looks like the president. The guy who plays, Clark Gregg looks like that dude.
He did say the POTUS did say the title of the movie.
That's right. That's right.
And that was followed by X announcements of hashtag This Is Earth.
That's right.
I don't know why they didn't do Welcome to Earth, but why call back to a better movie? I guess.
Like don't remind him of a better alien invasion movie.
Are you gonna ignore the fact that his son is Disruptor / Anonymous?
Which is like the most obvious thing of like, Dad, I have something to tell you. It's like he's a Disruptor. Like what else is he gonna do, man? Like one of my
also,
one of my
what video game did he buy for $248?
Yeah, I don't even know. One of my favorite scenes in this movie is actually where Disruptor and all of the Anonymous guys are on the same phone call, and they're all like tippy-tappy typing, hacking into DHS and doing all this stuff. And then the like aliens do whatever, because who cares?
They track where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. They've got your IPs. That's the other quote that I wrote down, was Ice Cube just screaming, "They've got your IPs." Buddy. But the fact that, number one, all of these anonymous hackers have a webcam, and number two, are connected and pointed at their faces, is hilariously wrong in so many ways.
Especially when they're using like a fake like cover
they're using just like a JPEG. You just need to use a JPEG on this Teams call that you and Anonymous is on, because of course this team, it's like everyone's jump scared by the Teams ring going off 20 different times.
Yeah, can we talk about the sponsorship of this movie? Like
there's little else to talk about in this movie, because it's
literally, it feels like it's all of the biggest companies in America teamed up to make this movie, because you've got Amazon, you got Teams, Microsoft, Team Computers, whatever that is. I'm assuming it's the cross-referencing to each other's computers, so you can quote unquote hack into everybody's stuff. It's not, it's just shared screens. You've got Tesla, you've got Gmail, you've got Starlink, you've got all of the newspapers.
There's
you've got
Uber
Facebook
in there too, I think, for the the self, or
X.
Waymo, I think maybe. You have Twitter. I don't think Blue Sky existed. You have Facebook.
No.
Your memories are being deleted on Facebook is like one of the.
That's a good line. It's a very good line.
The like best worst line of this movie of like, God, please just like delete the whole thing off the face of the earth. Like, I'll pay someone to have the aliens come delete Facebook at this point. Like,
why wasn't this part of the data that was stolen by the aliens is what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly. But like so much of that and like it's so frustrating that every smart person in this movie is stupid. Like the proof positive of it is when Will's daughter Faith is like has hidden herself off in a building.
Is a doctor, by the way.
It was like a DNA doctor. Like she's smarter than anyone else in this movie. She finds her way, like, she got impaled by a piece of rebar, and she, like, crawls her way into a building, and she's trying to recover. And the smartest human in this movie, I thought it would stop bleeding if I pulled it out. No, you didn't. You're a doctor.
Nobody does that. Everybody knows that.
Everybody has watched a film where they say, don't pull it out. Just leave the knife in your gut. It will stop the bleeding. And she's just like, I don't feel so well. It's like, yeah, man, I bet you don't. You have, like, a 2-inch wide gash that's just freely bleeding now. Don't worry. Your Amazon driver boyfriend / baby daddy, which Will references him in his interface, which, again, gross, will just use a bunch of packing tape to seal it up. Don't you worry. Which is just like, is there anything an Amazon driver can't do? Wink. # shop at Amazon.
Yes. Yeah, and and the prime air delivery pilot too, because he's multi-skilled in that way as
Okay,
well. But
that is easily the worst part of this film, where they have
did you get no?
an Amazon Air drone, which the Amazon delivery guy is like, it's the future of delivery. And I'm like, can we just try to not?
Like you're literally talking about your job not existing soon, bro.
But also like, can you at least attempt to not make the product placement so product placementy? Because it's just like, it's basically like looking at the camera and being like, would you like a drone to deliver something stupid to your house? Amazon Air is the future of delivery. Just like
Here's a simple solution. Simple solution, and it'll go against all the corporate ethics behind this. And I did say corporate ethics there. In his truck is a drone that he is delivering.
Right.
Problem solved.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't have to be, it's just, and of course it's this big, like, whoa, I'm flying through the legs of the tripod, I'm going underground, phew. Like, it's the dumbest. Will is getting chased by...
I didn't realize he had like a side career as a professional drone racer, because that's some pro moves he's got right there.
/ like ornithopter driver, like, it's just the... And then like it's this thing where like you're supposed to have this level of worry and intensity of Will breaking into the basement of the DHS building to like run away from data bugs and tripod tentacles to deliver,
to get to an air gapped like
server room
server system, which I'm not a server guy. I'm assuming air gap just means it's not connected to the internet.
Pretty much, yeah. But like the idea that it's the most like protected, secured in like a server room and all of that, and he could just run up and just plug a USB drive in the front of one of these things. It's just like you got everything wrong, man. Like you don't even.
Let's not forget that all of the authority figures in this are screaming how the aliens could not possibly go 40 feet underground through rubble to get to this server set. I'm sorry, they came from space.
Also, like,
bro.
Look at how long their legs are. They have lasers. They can do anything, bro. Like, and like, I love this thing. I think one of the things that falls down on even the smallest of scrutiny is the idea that like Clark Gregg's character made Goliath, this like planet spanning Minority Report system that...
Yep. He's making the ultimate Plex server with all of your data.
That's right. That he can just turn it on by himself, and everyone's like, how dare you can't turn it. This'll be... The aliens will come. And he's like, nah, man, I'm just going to turn it on. Boop. Got
the
it.
Speaker of the House sends him a Teams message through Teams saying, do not turn this on, you will invite an invasion. Thanks, Chuck.
On their secure platform, Teams, Chuck Schumer sends him a message. It's so, like, it falls...
And also, I'm just going to ignore the fact that they knew that aliens came from outer space and were hungry for the data.
Right.
Like, did you not think to tell this whole data-centric world that we live in that might be a problem someday?
Also, like, I love the black and white pictures that have the like spool servers in the background of them, and they're like, "Ooh, data bugs love our data. Wow, we knew about these 100 years ago." And I'm like, "Oh my god, okay, why did you allow Clark Gregg to make this whole platform?" But okay.
To quote Ice Cube, they even knew about these little guys, quote unquote.
He has so many bad lines. Also, I forgot to say, the movie references "Shall we play a game" from War Games, which you can't do. You can't.
Don't reference a better film.
Again, don't reference a better film. You've already referenced...
There's a reason why #Welcome to Earth wasn't there.
That's right. Like, you've already referenced a bunch of other better movies. Like, oh my god. It's so bad. I will confirm what we talked about at the beginning of this episode. It actually is worse than you think.
Yeah.
It
And
genuinely
for
is.
it's hilarious to me because for a desktop view movie, which is I don't care, that's how I'm referring to it because that's how I think it's appropriate. The fact that when something important happens, they zoom in on the important like program
Yeah.
that's currently open, and all of the letters are pixelated because it's zooming into an actual desktop. It's just like, oh jeez,
And
okay,
like
okay.
I think it's really interesting that I think the movie, as cheesy as the like interface and the hacking and all the computer stuff is, I think the movie from a visual perspective does a really good job of, without Ice Cube having to say, I'm going to hack this Waymo. Beep, 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 beep. He right clicks the Waymo. He clicks on hack car. He clicks on
It was a
another
Tesla,
thing.
dude. You're okay.
Yeah. But like, he goes through the interface in a way that, number one, wouldn't work. But I think from a visual
Also,
storytelling,
how powerful is his computer to operate that many things at once with the instant access that he gets to everything?
he's hacking 50 different global networks at the same time, like, and on a Zoom
Like,
call
drag and
with the,
drop, show me all of these cameras, please. Like,
that's right.
bro, what?
There's 100
How
cameras, like
great. Can I have your computer, please? I would like it to stream with.
whatever quantum PC you have. But like, I think from a visual perspective, they do a really good job of showing, without having to have Ice Cube narrating every single thing he's doing. They do a really good job of showing, okay, he's going to drag all these cameras over Cairo. He's going to drag them over here. Boop, 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 boop. Here's 16 cameras.
Yeah.
There you go. And I think they did a good job with that.
I will say the other thing I'm very grateful to this movie for. One of the things I think from second one that this movie does better than it possibly could have been. Everything in this movie is in dark mode. Could you imagine if that was all light mode?
True.
Like flashbangs every 2 seconds,
Yep.
just being like, no,
God,
no.
my giant TV. The other thing I did want to give this movie credit for is I think the soundtrack is actually really solid. I think the kind of hacking soundtrack stuff is really subtle in a way that I kind of wasn't expecting it to be. And that action stuff has a fairly solid soundtrack to it all. And there were a couple points in the movie where I was watching it and being like, this soundtrack's pretty solid. Like, this is the one part of this movie is kind of nailing it. So we got one out of, I don't know, 50 maybe. I'm not entirely sure.
Yep.
Also, like,
So
can we talk about when the government figures out that the aliens are going to go to the DHS secret building with a secret server bunker in the basement, then like literally 2 seconds later, CNN is like, they're going to the secret bunker under the DHS. It's like, what are you, like, come on. what are we doing here?
yeah, bro, it's based on the current presidency, not the one of 2020.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Everything leaks 2 seconds after.
Yeah,
Like, it's great. So I want to do two things here.
Okay.
I want us to do our regular ratings.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna drop some truth bombs on you, and I want revised ratings.
Okay. Let's look at the ratings here for Rotten Tomatoes. It is at a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Okay.
which is with 50 reviews, which I think is the king of lowest reviews.
I think it is
here.
the lowest right now. Yes.
I think it's been a while since we've seen anything in the single digits. Popcorn Meter has it a 20% rating with 2,500 ratings. That's probably people trolling and being like, 5 stars, it's the best. I love it. LOL. Lamau. IMDb has it at a 2.5 out of 10 with 32,000 ratings. And Letterboxd has it at a 1.0 out of 5.
So Amazon Prime, for the record, which is not normally something we reference here, has it at 2 stars out of 5, by the way.
Okay. A little payola happening there, I see. All right.
With 3,060 reviews, by the way.
That's way more than I would have expected. I think one out of five is pretty generous. Honestly.
I agree. I mean, before I know what I know now,
Uh-huh.
1 out of 5 is accurate.
Okay. And now why don't you drop me a truth bomb?
Are you ready to take this down to a 0 out of 5?
Oh god. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because I would argue that one of the things, even though, yes, this is a shorter episode of Critical Misses, deal with it. You're going to have to, because
I'm
this
not
movie's not
spending
worth talking about.
more of my life on a horrifically terrible movie.
So do you know that whole section where they do, like, he's doing the tripod reveal montage where he's going through Goliath or wherever it is, and he's looking at all of his different screens from all over the world and
Oh my god.
showing like the tripods coming up.
Wait, can I predict what you're just gonna say? And
Uh-huh.
I hope I'm wrong. Did they use actual news footage of real world places being bombed?
It's worse.
Oh god. Uh-huh.
So there's a long wide shot of two fields on fire with the tripods walking across.
Okay.
I think that's the oil fields in the Afghanistan war on fire.
Oh,
That they're
okay.
using and putting the tripods over.
Oh boy.
There is a bunch of cars driving through a forest. That's the national wildfire footage that happened. Real life wildfire footage that they're using. People running away from looks like a train station. That was a threatened terrorist attack with a bunch of people running in fear
Jesus
that they
Christ.
put the tripods over. The building in the Middle East that looks like they blow up in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
nowhere. That's an actual bomb getting dropped on a house or on a
Oh my
building in the
god.
Middle East during a war. That's real life footage that they just CG'd the
Like
tripods
I
over.
I I didn't think they could go lower than
Yeah.
where they
You
already
like,
were.
and hey, I'm not done yet.
Oh lord.
The bit where the data gets quote unquote eaten in all of the servers, so the military has a blackout.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shot of a plane going up, then going sideways, then falling down.
Oh no.
I will give credit to the one VFX artist who decided this was inappropriate and
Uh-huh.
did something about it. That is a fully rotoscoped, fully CGI recreation of an actual plane crash that they wanted in the footage, in which 6 or 7 army members lost their lives because cargo wasn't strapped down correctly, which caused the plane to do that when it took off.
Jesus Christ.
And the director wanted the real footage in the movie, and a VFX artist was like, I don't feel so good about this,
Oh
and basically pulled an all-nighter, unpaid from what I understand, to replace the entire thing digitally. It's pretty much shot for shot the exact same
sure.
footage, but at least it's not the actual footage.
I just
There is a very sincere disconnect from what it is to be human that was
yes.
made during this movie, and it astonishes me how much it is just disconnected from knowing anything about humans or people or empathy or anything, which arguably it's a very accurate movie for
Sure.
2025 and
But
2026.
also like the use of this footage doesn't accomplish anything. Like you can just CG a scene of people running away from a train and it accomplishes the same thing. Like you don't have to use actual real life terror footage that wasn't like famous enough for me to notice it to elicit
Mhm.
the reaction that you are potentially looking for of like, oh my god, that's yeah, like this is real life. Like I don't know that
Yeah.
footage, so like why bother other than to be like crass and inhuman, which is all it comes
Hmm.
across as. It's just like I'm going to use images and footage of real humans fleeing for their lives and suffering in an Amazon commercial, a 90-minute Amazon commercial. That's all you're doing.
Hmm.
Flat out disgusting.
Yep. So that's why this went from a 1 star for me to a 0
Yeah,
star.
absolutely
Because
0 out of star.
as soon as I found out about that, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me! Like that's not real, is it?" And 100% it's real. Like it's
Also,
sickening.
you can't even make that up, man. Like, and for
No.
what? For an Amazon
Giant corporation,
an Amazon
makes
paycheck?
horrible decision.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like the
Like-
licking the corporation's boots for like
Yes.
for nothing. Like
It
disgusting.
legitimately made me feel. I mean, probably also because I have a very serious neck and migraine issue at the moment. But it legitimately made me feel nauseous after I learned that, and I was just like, "That's a legitimate Middle East war that you've just taken footage of a bomb blowing up a building, and who knows if there was people inside of it? Because I'm not going to go looking for the footage to
No,
find out
yeah.
when it was from."
Like it's just another reason. It's a bad movie. You should not go watch this movie. This is the exact movie we want for Infamous, the infamous part of Famous Infamous. It's
But also at the same time, I think it's funny that it's not. Like, if we would have known the stuff about this footage going in, I'm gonna sneak in suspicion me and you would have vetoed it.
yeah,
Said,
we
"No,
would have vetoed it.
ain't no way."
No, yeah, I somehow had not heard. I think all of that stuff had gotten overwhelmed by the negative reaction of like, this movie is bad, you shouldn't go watch it. Oh, and also there's real life terror footage in it, so like maybe let's try and promote that a little bit more. But like, if we were to remove, which we're not going to, if we were to remove the real life footage from this, it's a bad movie. You should not spend 90 minutes of your time on God's green earth watching this movie, even if you're scrolling at the same time. Like, genuinely do not watch it. And then hearing about this footage being used is an active, like, I will really recommend people not watch it for a whole host of reasons. So
I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if I mean, this might be asking a bit much. I would recommend recording a stinger. Like, I would say right now, let's record a stinger to stick at the front of this episode saying, "Hey, don't watch this movie." You'll know why by the end of the episode, but don't watch this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. Do we want to talk about our next season, or do we want to leave that as a surprise for 2 weeks from now when people are going to crack open season 42?
I think we leave it as a surprise. Patrons will know because they'll get the production meeting if you want to know what the next season is.
Patreon.com/E1M1.
Production meeting. The ones and numbers.
Yeah.
E1M1.cash.
That's right. The ones are numbers on that one too. Go listen over there. I really like the if you're looking to spend 45 to 90 minutes on something that is good, you can go listen to at the $5 tier or higher, the Critical Misses production meeting. It's really just Moon and I in a spreadsheet talking about stuff we love, stuff we hate,
talking mess, damaging each other.
Yeah, like seasons that are coming up, throwing out seasons that were usually a call for help as well. If you're over there.
Yeah. Did you see the Discord messages, by the way, about the last production meeting that came out?
I saw a couple.
Like, hey, you should do X, Y, and Z.
Yep. Got a lot of good ideas. So, all right. That's all the time we're going to spend talking about this movie, thankfully. Don't go watch it. Just don't, for a whole host of reasons. And I think that's it. So we'll see you all next season. Bye.
Bye.